Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the Ice Project. Today, going to be talking about 3 different topics. One, we had a really tough meeting yesterday between the boys, very confronting conversations, very direct. I kind of like that type of stuff and got a resolution out of it. 2, environment. Lately, been flustered, stressed, and it's sort of the ripple effect that happens out to your inner circle, your outer circle, your office, and all the energy, and it sort of works with work efficiency as well. And the last one is we're on the hunt for new talent for YKTR, so pretty exciting. All right, so yesterday we had a very good meeting between the team. I think it was overdue. Only reason it was overdue because that's my fault. But I think a lot of the boys had some built-up tension with everyone, and we all just needed to sit down and air it out. And I had my thoughts, and then listen to all the boys and see what their thoughts were. And it was productive. I like real conversations. I like people that are real. Right now, I've got like a lot of people that say yes around me. And I don't really like, that's not a good thing. I gravitate towards people that tell me no and give me reasons why. And I've got a couple guys I love in this building the most. We've got this office facility and there's a bunch of offices in here. And there's 2 60-year-olds, I think one's like 60 and the other one's like 63. I probably talk to them the most out of anyone in the office. I just go sit down and have a coffee and ask questions and pick their brain. And it's kind of like free mentorship for me. I really enjoy it, and I think the reason why is because they're not afraid to tell me no. Like, I literally could go up to the office and go, hey boys, let's do this, and everyone goes, yes, 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 or could go to anyone within my close circle, hey, let's start a business, and I think we could build this, and you just hear yeses, and it hasn't always been like that. Like, when I first started, I was like, hey, I want to start taking photos, people started laughing, and then I want to do vlogging and start a business, like everyone used to laugh at you. But you start to get a couple reps on the board and then you hear everyone starting to say yes as well. So if you think of like a pendulum, like when everyone's telling you no, you try and find people that tell you yes. And when everyone's trying to tell you yes, you try and find people that tell you no as well. And it keeps you centered. So we had a really good meeting yesterday. And respectfully, it's just been a ripple effect of everything I've been doing. YKTR, we're in a scaling phase right now. To scale, you need to be selling more clothes. Everything that's happening in the world right now. Shanghai's been closed. No ships are leaving. It costs like a fuckload more money to get your stuff onto boats as well. You're fighting for boat spots. Used to take 3 weeks to get here. Now it's taking 8 weeks to get here. When you don't have products to sell, you can't pay your invoices, and the invoices start to stack up. So loosely, that's what's been happening with YKTR. So my job as a business owner is to keep this business in business. And so these past 4 or 5 weeks, we've had cash flow issues and I've sorted it out, but it's taken up all my time, all my attention. And I enjoy being in those phases, like your back's against the wall, you get fuck all sleep, you got heaps of energy, you're just rolling off adrenaline. But the ripple effect of that is you start to neglect things outside you. You start to neglect personal health and working out in the morning because you think you have to go there and solve it on your own. You probably neglect relationships and friendships as well. I'm single right now. I'm probably grateful I'm single because I would have been like a prick to be around. I've got a dog that just follows me around and keeps me happy. And I probably haven't been the best friend and best leader within the office because I've been so zoned on this. And it is an excuse, but it is reality. And what I was saying to the boys is like, if we go out of business, I can't hire you guys as well. So there's those types of conversations. And I was never in that phase of like, all right, we're almost out of business, but it was a hurdle. It was a speed bump. It was, if I let that keep going, we would have been in trouble. Not probably now, maybe 6 months or a year from now or 2 years from now. So it required all my attention. So the ripple effect of that was energy's been off around the office because I haven't been as attentive to all the boys, and all the boys operate in different ways. And someone like Caleb and Geordie, very emotional people. You need to pat them on the back. You need to tell them that they're great. And they go better and better and better. You need to be talking to those guys every single day. Someone like Scope and Chico, much like myself, come from a football background. Our feedback loop's pretty quick. If we don't like it, we'll call it out and they'll go fix it. They don't take it to heart. So we can talk very direct with those guys. Talk direct to Geordie and Caleb. They go in their shell. They're not as responsive because they haven't operated in that way before. And someone like Lukey, you could go, hey Lukey, here's A. Can you get us to B? Don't have to talk to him again. He'll find the quickest way. If I tell him one way, that how I'm doing it, and there's a better way to do it, he'll figure that out and then report back later. So that's kind of like the dynamic of our team. But yeah, we had a really great meeting yesterday, and there was tension. There was tension in the office. My mum, you know when there's tension in the office. Like my mum used to always say, if mum's having a good day, everyone's having a good day. If mum's having a bad day, everyone's having a bad day. So if she had a bad day at work and she's speeding up the thing, I just jump on a vacuum, start cleaning, pretend you're doing something. And like it's not like that for us as well, but you can sense when there's tension in the office. Like there was a lot of pressure on me. There's a lot of tension on me. So boys are asking me stuff. I'm like, bro, like let me focus on this. I can help you later with a t-shirt. So yeah, that's where we were. And then just laid it out. And I said, I haven't been happy with a lot of them. I've spoken on this before where I've created an entitled environment. I gave some examples of like, hey guys, here's the minimum wage of people in New South Wales. They get paid $20 an hour. They make $750 a week, but they have to work 38 hours. So I go, take a look at your guys' paycheck and the amount of time that you put into work every single week and compare it to like the average person. Or maybe go around in the office and ask like different people around the building what they do for work and stuff like that. So my big thing is I don't measure time, I measure value. And if you have to be here for 5 hours a week, but there's a ROI on that in terms of either retention or revenue or sales or something like that, I don't care. You won't hear from me. But if you guys are coming in here like fucking around on like our time or YKTR's time, it doesn't really sit well with me. And I think I've created a way too entitled environment where like, hey, come work at YKTR and first day, fuck, here's a brand new $2,000 laptop. Oh, you want clothes? Yeah, free clothes, YKTR. Like, here's all the clothes you guys can have. Beautiful studios about to get built out. You got all the facilities. Like this studio's going to be worth about $80,000, $90,000 once I finish stuffing. Go use that for free. Go build your own personal brand. And like things with like the boys are starting to make okay money and do like brand deals outside of YKTR. I don't want any of that. So like Simi wants to be an influencer and Date's an influencer. So he's getting brand deals. Caleb's getting work because he's known as a YKTR content creator. Scope gets deals as well. And I don't want any part of that. But when you're at YKTR, I'll need you guys here at YKTR and trying to build the things that we're trying to build here. And it's only going to benefit you guys. There's no upside to that as well. But when you've got everything laid out for you and you get it all done for you, you get complacent. And I sort of went in. First thing I said, I go, guys, like obviously we've done some pretty cool things and all that sort of stuff, but I'm not too sure. I'm looking around the room right now and I don't know if we've got the team to take us to the next level, or we do have the team. I don't know if we have the right work ethic or to take us to the next level. And I'm honestly looking around at potentially bringing in some new people, moving some people up in pay wage, moving some people down to part-time, moving some people to casual, only putting people as talent, because I'm not too sure we've got the right guys in here for us to go to that next level. And obviously when you're sitting in the meeting, that's a pretty confronting conversation, but then we start to dive like a little bit deeper and give them examples and like start calling out certain things. Boys were calling me out on some of my stuff as well. So it was good. Like I said, I enjoy real conversations. I enjoy the dialogue of the back and forth. And real conversations remind me of exercise. At the start, you don't really want to do them. When you're in it, you're kind of in it. But once you finish it, like it feels great. You feel lighter. You feel like there's a weight off your shoulders. And those are the types of conversations. Like Geordie wants to have them every week because he's a communicator. He wants to over-communicate. And like I said, you need to pat him on the back and tell him he's great and you go do great things. So it was good. I don't know, like I feel like a lot lighter. We all went out to lunch after. Like we all get along as it is, but like it was cool. So really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed Caleb's dialogue back and forth. Probably about 6 months ago, he'd go in the shower and like put his head over his eyes and sort of just duck away like that. But he was going, oh, can you give me an example of that? And he goes, oh, I feel like I'm trying. And I was giving him examples of where I didn't think he was. And it was just like that. So it's like back and forth. I'll let everyone say what it is. It's not personal, strictly business, but we got some resolution. So that was cool. Really enjoyed it. So that rolls into my second thing, environment. Environment is king. For me, I'm looking around right now. This office is a mess, this content studio, just because it's getting built out. It's a transition phase. Nothing we can really solve. We've moved upstairs. We don't really have a lounge area. Places to eat, that's a little bit unsettled. And I've shifted house. I've been in there for about 6 weeks. Still really haven't got proper furniture. I've got like a couch in the corner and a bed on the ground. So every part of my life right now is kind of like in this transition in between flustered phase. And it kind of affects me personally. It's just a personality type of who I am. I'm big on environment. I'm careful to what I listen to in life or what I watch on TV or social media, who I hang around with, what my environment looks like, because it helps me grow. I need these things in place for us to grow. And because all these things haven't been sorted or nice and settled. I think there's just been a ripple effect of everything in my life. Like haven't been as good as a leader, haven't been as good as a friend, been stressed out as a business owner, but haven't been also looking after my personal health as well. Like I used to train every morning. I kind of just been going for lazy walks with Mello down to the park. Haven't trying to be level up in any way in terms of reading, in terms of mentorships, in terms of podcasts or anything like that. And it sort of just starts to compile. And you just feel like this fucking bundle of pressure. You feel like everything's on top of you. It isn't. Like no problems are actually unique. A lot of business owners are going through this. Everyone's got the same sort of issues in life, but you just feel like it's like all on top of you as well. And the ripple effect of that is like you're not as good of a leader, you're not as good as a friend. And you know what? I'm kind of addicted to be around sometimes when I'm zoned in and I'm fucking trying to get us to there. I'm so tunnel visioned that everything else doesn't really matter to me, and I can come across that way. And I know it's not great, and I know it's not a great characteristic to have, but it's just the reality of who I am sometimes. And like I want to win. I want us to grow. I want us to be the best. And it's up to me if we go that way, and it's up to me who I hire to help us to get it towards that. So it's been an interesting start to the year. I feel like it's just gone like that. It's gone quick, but it's been like I can sit here now as we can start to see light at the end of the tunnel, look back and reflect and look at my performance as an individual and as a person and as a leader and go, you know what, it's probably not good enough. You're probably not helping our team get better. You're probably not helping this business get better. You feel like you are because you're zoned in and you're doing all the shit that you need to do to get us out, but you're justifying it from like you shouldn't be a dick all the time as well. So it's kind of the big lessons I've learned over the past 2-3 months. I feel like, yeah, that's where I'm at right now. I'm just flustered. I need a right environment. I need to be trying to manage my stress by putting myself under stress. And when I mean that, I mean like exercise and jumping in the water in the morning. Like that's my morning routine. That makes me feel great. Not be so zoned in on work all the time. Go out, be social, go hang out with your friends. Like me, Chico and Corey went out for dinner last night and like didn't talk one thing about business. Fucking it felt great. And just it makes you a better person when you're diverse in different areas of life. I just haven't been diverse right now, being so zoned in on work and kind of become a dick. But yeah, next topic, talent. We're trying to bring on new talent for YKTR. It's exciting. So when I look at Scope's journey, Scope's probably our best podcaster in the network right now. Nice and prepared, organized, educational within sports, bit of banter there as well. Yeah, so that growth's been really cool. And when I look back, I remember having a meeting with Scope, and I've known Scope for years, since I was like 15 or 16. And he kind of wanted to do this thing, and I just go, bro, why don't you just come start a podcast with us? And like, I knew he had great sports knowledge. He's interesting to talk to. Like, I like talking to him as well. It's like, how do I put a camera on you and distribute that out as content? And he sort of worked hard, and he's at a point now where he's in a good place, and there's going to be growth for him in terms of views, and he's probably going to get more money and stuff like that as well. So I enjoy providing that opportunity and watching him grow, and he's basically done that on his own as well. Simi was just our friend. We've known Simi for 5 years. Literally, Simi's the funniest guy I know. Like, honestly, like the shit he comes up with is like it fucking baffles you. So it's like, how do we put a camera on you and turn it into content? And he's Simi now, grousing a few reds Simi and doing some really cool things as well. So it's like, oh, who's the next guy? Like, who's the next woman? Who's the next content creator we're looking at? So I put out a tweet the other day looking around. Got about 330 messages, which is pretty exciting, of people that want to join. So I've just been looking around, reaching out, and just trying to see who's the right fit, who's the next person. And I think everyone wants to be a content creator at the moment or start a podcast, but I think there's a skill set there. And I think the skill set is either entertainment, education, or escapism. Those are the big 3 E's that I look for. Like when I watch someone's content, like what are they doing? Are they making me laugh? Are they making me think? Or are they taking me away from my everyday life? So those are the types of people I'm looking for. What does that look like? I don't know. And there has to kind of be a point of difference there as well. Like if you're doing sports knowledge and are you falling into Scope's line? If you are you better than him? Are you funny? Is your humor similar to Simi? If you are you better than him? Or there's got to be some white space there. There's got to be a point of difference. Otherwise, we're just adding to the noise or just walking down the same lane. I kind of don't want that. I want us to be diverse. So on the lookout for talent. probably going to be look out for talent. On the lookout for staff pretty soon. I don't know what staff, probably content producers. If you're a content creator, I might start putting up a post today and see who's about. Producers, we want producers. A producer is like, they sit behind the camera, live chop, and then they're able to turn that into long form content, into micro content, and distribute it out as well. So yeah, that's what I'm looking for. All right, guys, bit of a random one today, bit of a rant, bit of a therapy. I enjoy doing these. These are kind of like therapy to me. I know there's education and for business owners. I know some people hate me because I talk mad cocky on these. But it's just transparent. I'm just trying to be honest with you guys. This business thing's hard. Entrepreneurship's hard. I'm not trying to sugarcoat anything. I could sit on this content and make myself look mad all the time. It's just not real. It's just not how life is. It's not how business is. There's real conversations to be had. So environment. For me, environment's king. Environment's everything. Environment's things you listen to, people you talk to, people you hang around with. Environment's what you consume on social media. Environment's like what your office look like. What's the setup look like? If it's cluttered like our office is right now, cluttered thoughts. When you got cluttered thoughts, you're not light, you're not free, you're not clear, you're not creative. You just do dumb shit. I'm not working out at the moment as much as I used to. Tension, stress. Just compiles, and you end up being a fucking dick. So that's a lesson. Look after your environment. Don't be a dick. See you guys later.